Good evening, good afternoon, good night, good morning. I don't care where you are in the world. What's going on? You got your eyes put on some FF1 rando, specifically FFI, FFR, Irongol Double Dragon Championship. Now I've got my homie Sonny Rath in the booth with me. How you doing tonight and or wherever you are in the world, my man?
My man, I'm doing pretty well tonight. I am looking forward to this flag set that Lord Fizzlebeef whipped up for all four of them to run. It's going to be a doozy because the first thing to note is that there are blurst classes and they are disgusting.
Absolutely. These blurst classes are no joke, y'all. We've got the knight. Now, they can only equip thief swords. I know you're thinking, oh my gosh. Then they can only get ninjas as well. Now, guess what? They can get the Thor hammer, etc., but they're going to have absolutely no strength and no MDef. And then the white wizard, guess what? They can't wear pro rings and they don't have good health as well. This is going to be a doozy, as one said.
And black belts were banned for this flag set as well, so you won't see any black belt strats coming up. But
absolutely not.
At that same time, enemies are going to be very nasty stat-wise, scaling from 30 to 400%, but their HP scaling is only going to be 50 to 200%. So their HP pools should be relatively low, but the damage output they could have is going to be disgusting.
Terrible. It's going to be fun nonetheless, and you are seeing the screen correctly. This is actually a team matchup, so.
Yes, and the teams are Thunderclad and Sir Linkalot of Thunderalot, and Luffy DV and Lord Fizzlebeef of the Trash Island. I need to remember the rest
Treasure
of the
Hunter crew, I believe.
Treasure Hunter crew. Yes, thank you.
And Ice 5! Oh, 12 Gs, Ice 5, and we've got some Quad X and Warp. We can work with that. And Lit 3 and Cure 4. That's what I'm talking about. So, yep. Get some Cure 4 in our lives today, folks. So already, we're not going to be doing too shabby out the gate. If you've got some Cure 4 to work with in your lives, some Warp and some Quad X, realistically, you can't ask for too much more. And there's also an Ice 5. However, only Thief Swords, so can't even use it, I guess.
Alas, they can't.
Now we've got some wood +1 in our lives. Don't leave home without it in the item store. A ruby for the cheapo.
750 gold ruby. That's actually quite a nice find.
Now Luffy's already taking care of the bridge balls. We're not going to see what those L's have today. We're not going to see that. Odd Eyes and Lux. Oh no, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, right now with no armor, anything can be potentially devastating.
There's an encounter pretty early up there.
Absolutely. Now we've got some white magic level 2, Ice 3 in life. Oh my goodness. Looks like once we get a little bit of coin in our pockets, we'll be doing some things.
Oh, absolutely. We're getting some good spells to be found already.
Imps don't have that too. Imps roll about normal health.
There we go. Had to pop out the window there real quick. Luffy finding a dragon +3 in Provoca, which isn't too terribly bad. Would do extra damage to the dragons as well as Tia.
Yes, indeed.
Can they not even equip it though?
All right. We see that Thunder ended up buying one of the short sword +4s, which should also do quite a bit of damage.
Ooh, and the Pirates are hitting it already. They're not playing no games, so we're not going to see them unless we get some turn order in our lives.
I'm going to kill another group of imps because Titans West is it.
All right, we got a second attempt on the Pirates
So
by the looks of it.
Oh,
Yep.
those aren't.
Quad X coming out. However, that only single target, so the effectiveness is ooh. We've got some Ice 3 if somebody had 538 to spare, but I don't know if anyone had 538. While we see some Elflin on the bottom screen. Bane, heal. That's all I saw. Effectiveness is Bane is actually AoE, so.
Yeah, it is. And Fizzle's just running around looking at spells. Did see heal 2 in that white magic shop.
It makes sense when you're in a team effort. Looks like some X for fire too. And the verdict says, the infamous lamp. I mean, it makes sense when you have a team effort going on because somebody should be exploring and seeing what's out in the world while another person can be focusing on a singular goal per se.
Oh, absolutely. That's what makes co-op so beautiful in and of itself. Fizzle running back around by the dwarf cave, having to reset because he's out of camping supplies as well by the looks of it, or battle happened. I'm not sure which.
I'm not worried about it.
As we find land pirates.
It's only 750 gold. I can get that in no time.
Imps, Geist. Alrighty, so we're making some treks. Already we've got a bunch of deviation. And we're going to feed the Titan because we had that 750 ruby. Certainly a lot. What we doing today?
A ribbon plus 1.
And our Moss Immune.
And Moss Immune -3.
Listen, I don't care if it's a minus. I mean, I do care if it's a -5. I'm not going to say that. But regardless, when you got Masa, especially this early, you can't be mad, right?
Oh, that's huge this early on, considering the attack power of the weapon itself, even with that -3 modifier on it.
Thank you.
But is he going to be able to make it out? And the answer is no.
Ooh, and Lord Fizzlebeef looks like they're re-rolling. Now, people, this is something I want you to put your eyes on. Re-rolling this late in the game does not necessarily mean that you're going to get bodied, right? Like, this could actually be a very good thing. Once you know the setup of spells, etc., you know what you need to plot out. I don't necessarily think this is a bad decision at all. Because when you have the full plate of 1 through 4, you can effectively say, all right, this is how I use my charges. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. And if anything, it just warps you right back to where you were anyway. And you have money to go.
Oh, yeah. It's a very tried and true play. It does a lot to help out. But we have a question in chat from Reg Eric asking, how many incentives are on? Well, I did see that canoe from Bicky Etap. Thank you very much. That was a nice canoe to find. But in the quest of incentives, we have the main NPCs, Ice Cave, Ordeals, Marsh Cave, Sea Shrine, Locked Canary Castle, and Locked Marsh Cave. So not very terrible incentives, just ones that could take a while.
Sterling Collab with the solid heal pot. Getting some level 3 on Lord Fizzlebeef's side. So far, enemies haven't been too dangerous, aside from the pirates, which, respectively, right now, they're not to play with.
They really aren't, but I do like Fizzle's play of getting a few levels early on. As Fizzle ends up buying 3 wooden shields for the 3 warriors that can equip them.
It needs to be done sometime.
And Thunder is navigating through Mount Gold, or Gurgu Volcano, and finding a chest with 20,000 gold.
Can't beat that.
That's a pretty good amount of gold this early on in the game.
Yes, indeed. It's going to get you through the bulk of what you need to do.
Let's see if the armory itself has anything for Thunder. As we see a hold gauntlet.
Yep. Large +3.
-2. Yeah, it is just an entrance shuffle without towns included, but no floor shuffle. And these red bones, oh no, these red bones.
with Quad X, that's gonna hurt. And Squint. Ooh.
Yep. Going into Matoya's right now is just asking for death.
But with all that equipment right there, it's like, yeah, I gotta take that chance again. Agama, get your facts out, people.
I agree with that. We need some Agama facts. Luffy over by Crescent Lake and as well as Mount Gulg.
At a respectable level as well, you know, getting some level 7.
Absolutely. As Luffy walks into Crescent Lake, so heals Piers, not too terribly bad. Cabins at 182. Also pretty good.
What are you looking for at this point in terms of spells? If you're Luffy.
Invis 2, Fast Temper, more than likely.
Yep. Kind of hope it's not here because it's level 6, but you'll still take it.
Absolutely. Fizzle did pick up the Mosmian from Titans.
Ooh, get some wood 4 in your life, yo. Oh, didn't want to
Nuke has been found at level 6 white magic.
There you go. That's not bad. Because this is not going to be one. This is not going to be one of those seeds that you'll be able to just get by with the low levels in your low 30s, you know?
Oh, absolutely. As Luffy picks up the ship from the sages at Crescent Lake, but
there you go.
Those sages, you may have noticed, they weren't in a circle.
They were confused. They might have had a bit too much to drink, if you know what I mean.
Hey, always a possibility. Now we got Thunder heading over towards Crescent Lake, Ice Cave, and Google Volcano from Provoca.
Cure 3. Interesting. I guess it's good as an insurance, especially when you've got 20k.
Oh yeah, Cure 3 can come in handy.
Even though you've got Cure 4 at level 1, like it's still an assurance play.
It's one that I like to see from time to time.
Instead of heal pots, Cure 3.
Luffy finding rock goals outside.
Ooh! You might want to sit down for a minute and test that out. Especially when they are missing on the dot.
Yeah, that's actually really nice to see.
Yep. I mean, even if it's 500 HP and you got to sit here for a little bit, you're gonna get a level or two from the rock gold for certain.
And he's using the Quad X spell just to peep at the HP, see if he can't get a kill in.
Got some more Agamas on the top left.
But Thunder running away from the Agamas as Luffy's just sitting here meleeing this rock goal.
It's good information no matter what. Because then you can tell you can relate to your partner, hey, look, rock gold's around here, this much HP, etc., etc.
Absolutely. As we see that Ice Cave leads to, well, Ice Cave.
Ice Cave. As they say, it be like that sometime.
Yeah, because some people think it don't be like that, but really it do.
Facts, as they also say.
Yeah. That is so true. Thunder making this Ice Cave look easy, though.
Yup. I took my eyes off the screen for a second. Did Luffy get that rock gold?
I took my eyes off as well. I believe that he did, but he's now sitting in critical.
Push the R button. Hit your F's in chat, people, for the R button. Ooh, lit 3 from a P. That's not good. But the crown and having that early warp.
Yup.
Ooh! but the R bones with the dirty, just quad X and squint ammonia. Like, oh man, if I had a ribbon.
That squint's gonna get you every time.
And that was just the salt too. Like just watching you just sit there for a second, like, oh my gosh. Waters, woo! You got lucky there. I don't want to see water when I'm in Topher. It's like when I'm playing FFR, I don't even want to drink water.
You don't want to have that curse thrown upon you.
Got some scum. Ooh, Ice 3 took him out surprisingly. Nice.
Yeah, Ice 3's been doing some work, like even taking down hyenas on Luffy's side, where, look at that, Thunder ran into waters.
Ouch.
Well, more specifically, water.
Water.
Ice 3, the play to make, hitting for 230 and taking down that water elemental.
That's how you do it. The original coders was like, doesn't ice freeze water? Yeah, it does. Some iguanas. Not agamas, but one day.
No, waters are not weak to thunder, they're weak to ice.
They also kept that in Final Fantasy IX, which I was very happy about as well.
It's interesting because all of the sea creatures are weak to thunder, and then you end up going against the water elementals, and you're like, I should use Thundara, Thundaga, Lit 2, Lit 3. And then you deal chip damage, and you're like, okay, what the heck? Speaking of sea, there was the sea shrine on Luffy's screen.
Yes, indeed. Luffy taking one. Oh, you didn't get wood forest? Oh, no. Unless you've got a better alternative, I don't know what to say right now. I'm not judging you, but I am saying that sentence with a caveat. As we pick up some lock on Sir Lancelot's side. Definitely something you don't want to leave home without. Lock 2 especially.
I mean, both Lock and Lock 2 are extremely valuable just due to being able to lower evasion. 40 points, if I remember correctly, per cast.
Also a wall at level 3. I didn't catch that the first time.
Oh, yeah, level 3 wall is huge.
And that's amazing, actually. Heal 2 at level 3 as well. So in terms of your curing, you're going to be fine. You've got Cure 3 at level 2, Cure 4 at level 1. Then you got Heal 2 at level 3. So, I mean, you'll be able to spam that instead of heal pots when necessary. And at times, it's just better to save, the 2.3 seconds using that over heal pots.
We have a nightmare as a stake on Luffy's screen.
Ooh.
That stake looks a little radioactive, though.
It does. Infected with a symbiote. We made it out alive, though.
Which is good.
Now, Lord Fizzlebeef is gonna see the joy that is these R bones. I'm certain there are no trap tiles, but I don't reckon you're gonna make it out here without catching them R. I spoke too soon. There are trap tiles because there are a bunch of R bones, and lo and behold, commentator's curse is real.
Except,
you made it. He made it.
Yeah, I was about to say, except he didn't lose anybody.
Wow.
Until that Lit 3 came out, and then he just lost 2 people.
Ouch. I mean, you got someone with life, though. That's the best part. And then you got Cure 4 to back yourself up. I think.
I mean...
Warp out of there?
He didn't have Cure 4, but he did have Warp.
That's it. And the old trusty cabin.
Link's diving through the Sea Shrine right now. Finding a Pro Ring +3.
Ooh, mermaid. There we go. Pro Ring +3, as said. Can't beat it.
Talking about some good stuff right there.
Mm-hmm. The floater. Ah, what a relief. And just for y'all who don't know, when you're playing co-op, basically what happens is there's a mutual server between you and your partner. So when you get an item, your partner gets the item within 8 to 12 seconds. So there are times where it's actually more feasible to get an item real quick and then just reset. However, when you're in Mermaids and you're getting all this stuff, you definitely have to reset.
So that was the floater in C.
Yep, right at the Mermaids on the left side.
Thunder and Link may be in the air before the 20-minute mark.
They most likely will. I mean, Thunder has his floater as well, so it's only logical that he's going to go down there from this avenue. Yep, he's going right down there from there, and lo and behold, he'll be in the air in, I wager, 1905.
As he enters the Ryukon Desert and unearths the airship at the 19-minute and 7-second mark.
There we go. I can see clear.
So we do have liftoff, and Linkalot will be going to get his as well.
Yep, I'm getting that Masa.
But Thunder wants the Mazda, since that is the strongest weapon that they have access to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lorfin finding Matoya's cave.
Yep. We don't have an eyeball to give to her yet, but we'll be back one day. Maybe. Keyword being maybe.
Sometime in the not-so-distant future.
Quad-Xing and an ogre.
All right, Luffy's
Check him
going
out.
through Armory.
Thundercloud's in the procedurally generated waterfall. We could be... Oh, got lucky! I was like, we could be here a while, folks, and nope, we ain't gonna be here a while, folks. We're gonna body the Wiz Vamps.
Or run away from him, because that's what...
Or we'll run away from him. There we
And
go.
womp womp. Invis 2 Gauntlet. But hey,
Right?
upside. Invis 2 Gauntlet.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I would have been whomped if it wasn't that type of guy. Oh, I mean, look. Stop +2 axe. That's a good weapon. And look, in the Invis 2 Gauntlet, I would have been blown, but it's an Invis 2 Gauntlet, and we got warp. And besides, we got there extremely quickly. That's a net plus, I'm going to say, to be honest with you.
Oh, it is a massive net plus on Thunder's end.
Because that Invis 2 Gauntlet is just too good. And it's one of those things you can also tell your partner, like, nah, you don't need to go there until the end if you need it.
Oh, absolutely. Thunder finding Sardis Cave at the Cardia Forested Island. Let's see what the old man has for us tonight. A Lit 3 sword +2. That's the defense sword.
There we go. So we got some items in a situation where we're gonna need items, right? And so now we can pass off that Masa, which looks like we're doing. Yep, we passed off that Masa, which is good.
The Mosmian going to the White Wizard.
I love when I'm able to do that. That's one of my favorite plays because then you know you're extremely protected on the back end.
That's very true. As Thunder runs into Marsh Cave. Now, this is one of the incentivized locations, but something to keep in mind is that it's both the regular Marsh Cave and the locked Marsh Room. We've already got speculations in chat for the White Samurai, which I'm going to agree with. I think the White Samurai is going to come to pass.
Yeah. It's looking likely. Items haven't rolled bad at all.
No, the item magic has actually rolled fairly nicely.
It really has. And
just the enemies have rolled nastily.
Yeah, they have. Sir Leakalot getting that Invis 2 information. That's a good play, to be honest. Earlier you get it done, probably the better if you're going to do it, to be honest.
I would have to agree. I mean, it gives safety throughout the rest of the seed as well as for each of the fiends, considering you really don't know how hard they're going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could have a Kraken that's as kind as, let's say, 8
Life
hits.
2.
Ooh, we have a Life 2 sighting.
Yes, we do, in Melman. However, this is the infamous Zozo Melman. So watch out on those sandy tiles.
Wait, you mean we altered Melman to where it acts like Zozo from FF6?
Absolutely. So you think you just in a regular old town, it's all good and all sight? We about to jump you, son. Oh, you just got jumped by the time. Oh!
But make short work of them with Ice 3.
Yep.
As Linkalot gets the Invis Gauntlet and Thunder finds the Northwest Castle to receive the crystal from the kindly old king.
There you go.
Luffy
24 minutes. Oh, but go ahead.
Luffy re-entered Melman to do a little bit more shopping by the looks of it.
24 minutes in now, I'm in a situation where I kind of want to find the key. Just because of the way things are shuffled, etc., etc., the key has more value than it usually would. And the key already has inherent value, right? But because you just want to be able to find a place and never have to come back if you don't have to, getting the key would be so clutch.
Oh, very much so. And knowing each of these runners, they're probably going to be looking for the key ASAP. Question from Red Jarek. Are the upper dots on the right for the server? Basically for the co-op server, yes. That's just so that way each runner knows that they are connected to that server.
As Sir Linkalot gets Leeb.
All right,
You're welcome.
Fizzle is in C, and you're welcome, Red Jarek, anytime. And there's the floater for Lord Fizzlebeef, so
there's the key for Sir Linkalot, too.
Oh, man. That's big.
Yep. Things just opened up.
Did I see an A-Rub item as well as a Cure 3 weapon?
Wow.
So much for needing those Cure 3 charges when you just have a stick you can throw out.
That's one of those, like, I'm going to stop for a second and be like, yo, you got to come here, man. You need to go there, like, now. Aeolus. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to roll with it. We got it.
Alrighty. Link's just running around right now, not sure of where to go, as Thunder gets the loot from Marsh, and now time to find out what Marsh Lock has. And that's the D6, the cube, the access to Sky.
Yep. Wow, Thunderclaw and Sir Linkalot, Thunderalot, they're making moves right now. Seriously, look at that. They already have, 11 key items? They ain't playing no games right now.
Nah, they know exactly what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Aegis sealed on deck. Yep.
And we have the Adamant inside of Castle Canaria, which works out perfectly because Thunder is about to turn in the Adamant once it shows up.
Yep. Like, listen, homie. I'm going to play around in this menu box real quick. Then at some point, the server's going to ping me.
As he gets rewarded with an XCal -5.
That's not bad because I think, it's actually at -5, so, but one of the classes can equip the XCal, can it? No, I think
yeah.
it's the white mage. I think it might have been the white mage, to be honest. So, and if it is, it loses value out to the Masa 3.
Yeah, it was the white wizard. All right, so we got Thunderalot in the Dwarf Cave. We got Linkalot inside of Temple of Fiends. A massive find, since that's 2 extra key items. As Luffy finds Temple of Fiends as well, and is going to take out Garland.
Sun -3.
So many minus swords.
Yeah, the OG swords are rolling minus, but everything else is not too bad. And the fact that you find them is, look, the fact that you found them is better than nothing.
That's very true.
You could be wishing for the with defense +4, but you have it already, you know? So it's better to have the option of than not at all, I think.
I will agree with that one, as Luffy is going to land outside of Titan's West and enter Castle Canaria to find out what the king and Princess Sarah have. Sarah has the bottle. But what's this? That's no Princess Sarah.
And I would have got away with it too if you weren't for you meddling kids.
Right? We have Astos at Princess Sarah, but how?
Well, looks like that was randomized too, y'all. That's right. That's a button you can click on the randomization options. Nani? That's right, ETAP.
Also, I love Linkshot's comment on the XCal. Smithy McBeardsword rolled a 1 on that crafting check. That's legit.
It'd be like that sometime. It's like when you go to the blacksmiths and link to the past rando, and then they just give you the 1 rupee. You're like, oh.
It's just like, did you guys even try your crafting check?
It's like, yeah, we did, and we got bills to pay, son. Sorry about that.
We tried and we failed miserably.
We failed.
Oh no, specters with glare. Instant death specters.
Not the most fun thing to see. However, that lit 3+2 the gauntlet is getting work right now, so. Everyone, the cool thing about this, the thing I think that's interesting is, although the classes, they're blurs, they're not the greatest. Right now, 30 minutes into the game, every single sprite has something unique that they can do every round, whether it's cast a spell or use an item or swing something that's going to hit. So you're getting full utility out of every character, so to speak. Which is interesting because you'll roll a lot of seeds, which are more forgiving than this, and then you'll body your black mage because they can't do anything.
Yep. Though we've got Fizzle in Ice Cave, Luffy running through Earth Cave,
and we've got the original stake on Thunder side.
Yeah, we did have a Tyro there. And we have a harm shirt +2. A harm shirt.
We'll take Ruby.
The harm shirt's the black shirt.
We'll take it, right? It's +2 especially, so that's good. I mean, harm, it is what it is, but we'll take what we can get.
Well, there's only one problem. That shirt was the black shirt, so the white wizard can't equip it, as Fizzle finds the crown in Ice Cave. So they're slowly working on turning this game around.
Oh no, did I just see a Masa get sold? I would have sold the X-Cal for sure, but I'm not selling the Masa.
You might have.
To each their own, you know? Unless they're doing a play. Oh no, they say game. I thought they was doing a play. Nah, I mean, they already bought the Ruby, so Look, to each their own, but I would have at least kept the Masa.
Well, I mean, there are also a bunch of other swords left in the game still. We have the 2 katanas, the 1 Vorpal, which those have a chance to roll better, but it's definitely not a guarantee.
That's true.
Fizzle getting the business from these red bones.
They ain't playing. Oh, and they have trance. Wow. Armin Van Buren
out.
Oh my goodness. I was about to say Armin Van Buren death party out here, but
and immediately runs into a red D that should be built into place. Though, look away for a moment, and Thunder is already advanced way through Volcano.
Yep. On some Medusas.
Not a bad encounter for a little bit of EXP.
Yep, especially when you got ice. And LFB was like, I'm not going to that last one because that's a trap time. It could be me. Sometimes you just gotta take an L.
And he's got to take an L on a multi-red Hydra pack because he doesn't have any charges of Ice 3.
Yep. And Thunderclaw doing the same. Not taking these trap tiles if necessary. Like, nope, I don't even want to see what's over there in the red D chest. Don't want to do it.
Well, we're about to have our first Fiend fight, and it's going to be Carrie, the Fiend of Fire.
I guess Thunderclaws of the position, they've got bills to pay. You know what I mean? We can't be frolicking around. Electricity costs money. Therefore, it's just time to get to work, you know?
Thunder did sell the X-Cal.
Okay, cool. I thought they sold the Moss as well, but they did keep the Moss. That makes me happy. Yeah, sell the X-Cal all you want. It really didn't have value this turn, but I was just like, you can't sell the Masa. That's always got some value some way, somehow.
Oh, I agree. All right. Thunder talks to the orb, engages the fight with Carrie, starting off with a bunch of fighting and a couple Invis 2s to get that evasion up as Carrie opens up 8 hits for 394. That's going to take down Link.
And we don't have no fast.
Nope, no fast available. Now the question is, what to do?
If we had Xfer, we'd be looking at some possible stun.
Yeah, that's very true. But we saw a 3-hit from the Flame Sword for 98 damage, so it got some decent crits in there. As Thunder, I believe I saw him select Quad X.
Yes, you did.
And already evading most of Carrie's attacks by the looks of it. Two hits, 2 damage coming from that first ninja, and Ice 3 coming out for 41 damage, so only some chip damage. But now the Knight's online and ready to swing. Let's see what the Knight does. Ice 3 for 59. Knight, 3 hits, 37. That's not looking too good.
I mean, it's doable. You just gotta stay alive. Which is always the equation, but fire too.
Yeah, doing chip damage. 1 hit, 1 damage, 3 hits, 52 damage. So we're getting better damage from the Mosmian. As Sleep 2 comes out and puts that Mosmian wielding Knight to sleep.
Oh no.
Wall going out onto the ninja, keeping the ninja alive. 1 hit, 1 damage. Carry with a miss. And then 3 hits, 37 damage from the Mosmian. So it's definitely a chip damage kind of fight. As Sir Linkalot is down at the bottom of the Earth Cave, ready to take on the Lich as well.
Yep, while Luffy's down there. So
Thunder switched his strategy up and is using the Lit 3 blade to cast Lit 3.
Which is good when you're in this situation. You know, improvisation sometimes is the way to go, right? And so get your Lit 3 game on.
The Lit 3 game is really good right now because even though it's chip damage, it's more damage than the Maz would be doing. Quad X coming out, and unfortunately ineffective again.
This is where I would be using. They can't because of who the Lit is equipped to. Ouch.
Unfortunately, Carrie getting through with a crit as Linkalot's on Lich 1. 3 hits coming out for 151 already.
There goes some damage.
Three for 32. Thunder getting 3 for 66 on Carrie. That Ninja is low on HP.
The one knee strat.
Ooh. Sir Linkalot just lost one of the ninjas. But it looks like the other ninja's not swinging too bad either.
Bit 2 coming out from Curry.
Alright, Lich with ink, so giving Linkalot a free turn. That Lit 3 doing 98 damage was pretty good.
Consistent
and
damage.
138 to be terminated. We have our first Orb Lit from Sir Linkalot of Thunderalot. Earth Orb at 39.25 as Thunder is still working on Carry. Luffy at Lich as well. Quad X coming out from Thunder, and it's ineffective still.
Curry ain't playing no games, folks. I mean, just Thunder away. This lit away. Lit 3 away. That's all we can do. Ooh, got a crit.
And Luffy is looking good for taking down Lich. Getting the free turn with the ink.
That ink's going to come back again soon via the script.
Yeah, because there's Thunder.
Yep.
Quad X going out on Lich. That's not going to be very effective. Thunder's still just chipping away at Carry 1. He's been in this fight for quite a while.
Yeah, you can't lose at this point because there's too much time invested. You gotta win.
And he gets it. 3 hits, 55 damage. Terminated. Down goes Carry 1 for Thunder.
That's good to see.
I had to hold my breath there on that last round because that knight was asleep. Luffy, though, still taking on Lich 1. 3 hits for 120, getting a crit out there. And then getting more damage out with the Mosmune than Thunder was.
It's only a matter of time before Lich goes down.
Very true. That's a good question, Link Shot. This is not a multi-world race, Noctis Vigil. This is a co-op race where the runners are linked via Lua script to share key items and orbs lit with each other. And with this being entrance shuffle, they're able to branch out and visit every entrance in the game, or whatever entrances they need to in order to complete the game, and share the key items along the way.
Yep.
Thunder took down Carry, and then it looks like he did reset out after the orb was connected to the server.
Not a bad play. Is that level 8 Brack?
I believe it was. right, Luffy is going to be running through the Proc Gen waterfall.
Yep. But they're going to get there in a Viz 2 gauntlet.
And
Triple hoorays.
Link turns on the bottle to get the Oxyale, so that is the submarine and Onrak able to be accessed. Luffy's just running through this Proc Gen waterfall trying to find the robot. As Fizzle is running around back to the locked treasures of Castle Canaria with the key in hand, we're about to see him pick up the Adamant.
Yep.
Thunder back in Waterfall. I think he's going to grind the Wiz Vampire tile.
Not actually a bad play, to be honest.
It's a pretty good one, in my opinion. It's a fairly EXP dense encounter, and it has the ability to yield some really good gold.
Yep.
Until you see Blaze come out from them.
Well, that's not the worst thing in the world.
No, there are worse, but even still, that one hurt. But just like that, those 3 Light Warriors are level 13. Which means it's time to go on a 3-man grind.
The infamous.
And Link, now with the Oxyale in hand, is sitting in on-ramp, checking out spells, seeing Ice 2 in the white magic, deciding, nah, I don't need that.
We don't.
And now it's time to dive into the barrel and arrive at Acardia Treachery.
What do we get for our troubles?
A whole bunch of nothing. As Luffy is running through the Marsh Cave, Thunder's still grinding away on these wizard vampires, getting some levels along the way. Very much needed levels at that.
Yeah, it needs to be done.
And just like that, he's already level 15.
Now, at some point, it'll get a little ineffective, but it's going to take you to level 20 for sure, so...
Oh, absolutely. And the spell charges on the Ninja and the Knight are going to be extremely valuable.
Yes. Especially with that Knight using Cure 4.
And a good encounter here from Thunder with the Manticores.
And Linkalot is level 17.
Yeah, Link has been wasting no time as Luffy picks up the cube for both himself and Fizzle.
Yep.
As Fizzle finds an Opal Bracelet +5 in the Northwest Castle Armory.
We'll take that. And we wish we had more than one Gurmit.
Well, instead of 1 Gurmadusa, how about 6 images?
Yeah, we'll take that.
Fire 2 takes them all out like it's nothing, and it's hardly any EXP, unfortunately.
Wishing we had that 6 Gurmadusa. Well, Sir Linkalot's going up the tower.
He is. Time to see what's going to lie in store for him.
Will we see greater than less than?
That's actually a good question. I think we have a chance to.
It's still enough left out there where I want some stuff. I want another ribbon if I can get it. Especially because we roll +1.
One ribbon, maybe a katana, maybe the Vorpal. Try to get some.
Yep, we're gonna see it. Fires and Medusa. We'll body y'all real quick.
That Maz is doing a lot of damage for Link, as is that Ice Sword. As we see an Ice Shield, some gold, a house in a box. There's the Ruse Stick. So that's the inserted Ruse item. A Heal Stick, some more gold, another house in a box, and a Rune Sword.
Well, wasn't the worst, wasn't the best.
Nah, that was right in the middle.
Yep, give it a 75 out of 100. And Thunder's still grinding.
Yeah, Thunder's just wanting to get those levels, which I can't blame him. The slimes are hitting like trucks.
I mean, look, at this point, doesn't Sir Link-a-Lot know where rocks are?
I think he does.
Because that's where I'd be like, yo, where you at, Thunder? If you still trying to grind, then go holler at them rock goals.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even though the wizard vampires are nice, they're kind of giving him the business.
And it's starting to be like, it's starting to cap out around where your return on effort is. It's still value, but around the 20 mark is where it's like, okay. And I imagine once he hits level 20, he'll be like, all right, yep, level 20. Yep,
Which he
went into a
just
menu.
did.
Exactly. Yep, done. It's like, all right, we got level 20, we out. That makes sense. You've got enough charges now. Yep, we've got some. We still got 3 charges of Cure 4. And plus, we've got a Cure 3 stick. We're doing okay in terms of health charges, etc., etc. Life.
Oh, yeah, because all of those charges are looking really good now, especially being at level 20, because that almost gives the first charge of level 7 magic, if I remember correctly.
Indeed, and it looks like we found the white shirt in the form of a lit +4 shirt.
Pretty good white shirt, gonna have a good amount of evade on it.
We won't be using a lit, but you know, a looks still, it's +4, so like you said, giving us that good evade.
And there's a fun Randomizer tile. You get a red D and a frost D. One should be melting the other.
Shout outs to Schizo from FF7.
No kidding there.
And some more gold, iron +2, lit 2 stick. Look, we've got some magic. Everyone can be clicking something. If you can't, you know what I mean? Everyone can be clicking something.
Oh yeah, like there's no reason for a party member to be idle. And we have the slab inside of Castle Ordeals, so that'll allow access to Fane to grab the chime.
Yep. Getting some pro rings +3.
Look at this tile over on Fizzle's side. He finished up Castle Ordeals and ran into a mage tile.
Yes, he did.
Now this is pretty good EXP.
Yeah, it's just like the effort. Oh, and he got 4, yeah. So the value on return is, if you do about 6 of these battles, you should get close to level 20. But Left Front Bumper has an interesting way about going about his mathematics, especially on co-op. So.
And he's going to bounce out at 17.
That's what I'm saying. He's got an interesting mythology because he's got a really good idea about the EXP tables. So,
well, and he's also got a fairly strong party at this point because this party can take a lot of damage.
And let's not forget, the man re-rolled at 4 minutes and some change.
He most definitely did, as Luffy is actually running through Castle Ordeals now.
And I mean, look, with level 1 warp, you're definitely going to do it.
Well, and that mage tile at the end being so valuable. But we've got Thunder and Irongol running through Mirage and Sky, respectively.
Ooh, an eye.
So with that said, Link's on the Astroscream, otherwise known as Sky 2, otherwise known as Sky Spider, otherwise known as Sky Star. Yeah, we got a bunch of names for it, where Thunderclad is in greater than less than. Finding that roost stake that Link found earlier.
And everybody get a heal 2 stick or something like that? Or a heal 1?
Yeah, it was I think it was a heal 2 stick. And Link finding a ribbon down at the bottom right. That's the chest with the white shirts usually in, if I remember correctly.
I think so. That's a good find.
So we're looking pretty good right now on defensive gear overall. Now it's just weaponry.
And levels. And Moss is doing work. Really, what we find is fast at level 7, right? The other level 7. Or the other level 8.
Yeah, because we don't know what one of the level 7s is, and we don't know what Lefane level 8 is.
So, and you're not happy to see them on level 7 or level 8, but that's the situation you're in. You got free in Viz 2, so take what you can get.
So you may have noticed that there was a certain hammer available that had one certain spell, because that hammer was asking Irongol to stop for a moment.
The hammer of fall.
That's the other ribbon.
There we go. Well, we got ribbons for days. So the infamous squint quad X tile, all those R bones, we got y'all now.
All it's going to take now is a wall cast to have everybody with immunities, and that's it.
That's it.
One ribbon in Sky 2, followed by a ribbon in Sky 3.
Unless they all roll the infamous 3 out of 256.
I swear I wouldn't know anything about getting 3 and 256. All right, Thunder is up in Sky as well.
Doing the hairpins.
Running flame shields and ice armors. Not grabbing the ribbon on the second floor, I believe.
Mistake of Rooney.
Not unless he feels confident enough that he can get 2 walls out early on.
Who's confident enough to just leave a ribbon? You might have swagger. I don't have leave a ribbon
no,
swagger.
he's got all 3.
Yep. There we go.
I didn't see the first one for some reason. And Thunder going through Sky 4 the way I normally would. 2 right, 2 up, as Lord Fizzlebeef is running through the volcano.
Everyone's got their preferred way. I've got the 2 right, 2 down.
And I didn't even have to ask for people to ask for a war mech. We got a war mech.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Thunder runs away.
I can't blame him with the potential scaling on war mech.
I'm sorry. It's like there's certain things you just got to do for the people. You got to go up against Robot Chicken. You got to buy a lamp, even if it takes all your money.
I mean, I think we'll see Left Front Bumper do exactly that, as he picks up a katana -2.
Well, crit. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, yeah. But we have Thunderclad versus Tiamat.
What's Tia packing today?
She's opening up with Fast.
Ouch.
This could very well hurt, but he's going to get 2 stacks of Invis out on everybody and then drop a Ruse. So that's a good amount of evasion just on one of the ninjas.
Yep. Did I see Bane?
I'm not sure if you saw Bane.
Expert? Saber.
Saber's not a bad play. As Link is going into the Sea Shrine, Link's going to try to get this last orb to put both Thunder and himself into go mode.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the key, they've got the loot, they have the 2 items that they need to go through Topher, and now it's just taking out the last 2 fiends.
Yeah, but once I get the orbs lit, I don't know if I feel confident enough to... I mean, I'm going to go to Topher no matter what, right? But, I mean, I don't feel confident at level 30. Not even.
I mean, I'd attempt to dive in at 28, honestly.
Oh, you attempt for sure. Because you never know, but I'm not saying I fit. It's one thing for me to be level 38. I'm like, yeah, I'm super confident. Versus I'm going to level 28. I'm definitely going to do it, but I don't feel good about it.
You never know what's going to happen until you actually go in there. But
that's true.
Did I just see Thunder go for Exfer?
Oh yeah.
Are we looking at a potential Exfer stop?
I mean, they've been throwing stop out there forever. I'd have a crack at it. Why not, right?
Wouldn't hurt.
Double stop. Triple stop. I was about to say. A lock came out, I think.
A lock is good, though.
Exfer again. Hold. Stop. Ineffective.
All right, 3 more charges of Exfer. Let's see what happens here. Exfer going out. Ineffective again, as Tiamat's going to try to put people to sleep. He's trying to get that time stop paralyzed.
Mm-hmm. Tiamat doesn't look threatening. I don't know if I'm Luffy, if I'm passing with that ice.
Well, we have Fizzle on Carrie, and we have Thunder on Tia. Thunder's getting some damage out on Tia now.
Yeah, look, Tia's gonna go down. You know, Tia's not threatening. They don't have anything that should kill the party. Just take a little bit. And Thunder is
342. Now we're getting some damage out from Thunder.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, Thunder's also an OG to this. Remember how long it took Carrie? They survived.
Oh, yeah.
So, also Nuke came out. We haven't seen Nuke, I think, the whole game. So
that is true. Fizzle going with a quad X. Race terminated. We get to see it. Quad X coming out from Thunder and ineffective.
Oh, it erased Carrie. LFB had no troubles at all.
God, that was so nice to see that erase terminated.
Mm-hmm.
We got Quake coming out from Thunder.
Do you enjoy cake tea is the real question.
Yes, Irish Fox. Updates for these are still in Discord, for sure. But this is the Irongol Double Dragon Championship, which is really just our for fun style tournament stuff.
Exactly. So any match is a champion. It can be a championship of its own. So there's a ladder, but not really, but it is.
So we have a question in chat from Hunta200121 asking which runner restarted, and that was Lord Fizzlebeef. He ended up not liking his party comp at the start. Did some information gathering, and about 4 minutes in, decided to reset and recreate his party. All right, Thunder going with Quad X again. Unfortunately, it's just ineffective.
It's not working out.
He's not gotten Tia down low enough to be susceptible to Quad X.
But you know what? Thunder's taking one for the team, right? It's like, don't worry about it. These super hard fiends and Sir Lancelot just make mincemeat of crackhead. We're already back on hold. That's like the 4th time that T has used it, so there's nothing. How long has Sir been on 491? Like, even with all the fast scripts, they're not going to get hit. So there's nothing really to be afraid of. It's just annoying. You're like, come on, how much HP take?
Yeah, because it's just constant spell damage coming out from Tia. No melee's thrown at all.
Like, at this point, I would even be swinging that stop +2, But that's neither here or there.
But Thunder finally gets Tia down. If I remember correctly, Tia in Vanilla has 1200. Or no, I may be thinking Tia 2.
Yes, indeed. 1 second. I gotta go on mute for just a moment.
Because the bosses are clamped at minimum of 200% HP, and they can max out at 400%. So 2,000 to 4,000 for Vanilla, or for Tia 1. Which means Chaos, once they actually get to him, will have 4,000 to 8,000. But that is the air orb lit, and now Lancelot is working on lighting the water orb, as Luffy is running through Sky 1 by the looks of it. And Link does dispatch Kraken, gets that 4th orb lit, and at this point, Thunderalot's in go mode. And they're both gonna go farm out some levels on the Wizard Vampire tile in Waterfall.
Well, but it's the best one you got. It's the best one you got. I might be going for that rock goal, but I do understand that it's a random encounter versus a trap child, so.
Yeah, and the problem with that is that it's at a 50% encounter rate. Alright, there's the blaze coming out from the Wizard Vampire. And only one blaze came out. Fizzle finding the Invis 2 gauntlet, albeit probably a little too late, as Luffy has stumbled upon some sandworms.
Yep. That's good eating right there.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with some good sandwiches.
Man, if you could find a trap tile of those, game on.
You're set. Alright, Thunder and Link just doing the Wizard Vampire grind where Fizzle and Luffy are doing some inventory management. And that's a double Tyro encounter for Luffy.
Right after some sandwiches. Look, it's one of those things where I might just stick on that.
This is like a beautiful encounter.
And if I'm not mistaken, didn't we see an eye also here in Sky as well?
I believe so, but there's a question in chat. Do the plus modifiers on spell items affect the use damage at all? The answer to that is no. The spells still have their set damage range, so the spells will always hit within that damage range, even with the weakness damage range included on that.
It's just the item itself.
Yeah, the plus modifier affects the damage that the weapon gives as well as its critical hit rating. And accuracy.
Yeah, but back to Luffy. I mean, once you take Taotia, that might be back to just grind. Because on that floor, it just looks like there's enough.
Link and Thunder getting the grind really going.
The synchronous grind, no less. It's like an Olympic sport.
Not a problem, Irish Fox. Glad you asked the question, my friend. So, Dutch, I got a question for you.
What up?
What level do you think that Thunder and Lancelot are both going to?
Look, in a place in a type of situation like this, you can't afford to mess around. So you haven't seen any dot duns. You know, in fact, your opponents are going through the same thing you're going through. So you're like, let's not play no games. The vanilla bosses were already terrible. So I'm probably going to try to drop one of my characters in 3-man to at least 32, 33. And then hopefully I can catch some levels while I'm in Topher. So if that means you got to sit here for another 10 minutes to get there, it's one of those things. Now, because you're in team mode, what I might think of doing is say, hey, look, I'll take one for the team. I'll grind up to 28 and I'll go explore and check out Topher. You stay here and stay to at least 32, 33. And then you get some information, right? But that's my mode of thinking.
I think it's a pretty good strategy. Because I agree that the experimental dive should be done about 28.
Yeah, at 28, you can at least dip your feet in the water, and if anything, if the bosses roll a little bit more forgiving, then you've already taken them out at lower. 28 is respectable, but I'm probably still going to make sure one group stays to 32, 33.
Absolutely. And a question in chat asking what the best weapon we found is. So this is kind of a tough one because the Masamune is -3. The Katana is -2. We haven't seen the Vorpal. And the defense sword is the Lit 3 sword. Sun Sword is -3 as well.
Yep. Ice is +5.
And that's probably the best right now.
Best sword we've seen. And we still have not seen Fast.
No, we've not.
We haven't even seen Temper, actually. We've seen Saber, so that's oof.
Fortunately, Saber does have its uses.
It does. And this is the exact scene you're seeing the uses.
Kraken ended up punching hit on Fizzle's side for not too terribly much, even though it was 10 hits. Kraken immediately opening up with Blaze after that.
I mean, look, when you've got 3 ribbons, it don't hurt no more.
True, but Fizzle hasn't found all 3 ribbons. Luffy just did.
Fair enough.
Fizzle making sure everybody is walled up so that way no nasty spells connect. And now it's time to start unloading all of the fury onto Kraken.
Yep, as Sir Linkalot is gonna actually tap out, it looks like at around the 24 mark and go test the waters at Topher.
I don't think this is a bad play with his party.
It has to be done.
He's got quite a bit of life available. He's got Cure 4 available. I think he'll be alright.
And we are back in time.
At the 1 hour, 13 minute, 39 mark, that is when Sir Linkalot started this first Topher dive.
And we just saw the one, the only Irongols on your... Are we going to get validation today?
That's a good question. I think it's very possible considering that there's still some good in-game weapons to be found.
Mm-hmm. We catch a Vorpal, you know, we might even the chest.
Silver Shield -2 and 12,300 gold.
Aww.
Unfortunate, but Sir Linkalot plays the loot, gets some Irongols, and has entered the back end of Topher.
Mm-hmm. The game.
Hello, double T-Rex encounter.
We'll take that, and we won't take that. Cake will not work on Kraken today, people.
Kraken's like, ha, cake.
That's not gluten-free, my friend. I don't want it. Cha 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 cha. I'm sorry, Kraken.
Just imagine Kraken as Zoidberg. Kraken's taking some good damage, though. We saw 3 hits for 215 as Luffy enters Tia. And Kraken is down for Fizzle after 3 hits for 213 with a critical. Luffy is at Tia. 5 hits for 114 already coming out.
So we've got some Lich on our screen.
Yep, we do have Lich 2 going on Linkalot's side, and Lich 2 definitely will demand some respect.
Mm-hmm. No Rodney Dangerfield out here, people. And this is interesting. It's like you definitely have to do it, but I'm telling you, I don't feel comfortable at all. Like, seriously, I don't have no fast. I don't have no temper. I mean, I've got evade. I've got lock. Come on. I don't have no fast or no temper. And I got to swing negatives. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on this one, but at this point, it's going to be using the resources in a very efficient manner to conserve everything you possibly can until later fights.
Well, we got some lock too at level 8.
So, question in chat, does team win when one person finishes or when the team finishes? And this one, it will be when the team finishes.
Yep. It would be too easy.
Now, last year when we had the very first co-op tournament, at least that I can remember, time ended when one person had defeated Chaos. But we changed that rule for... Well, I should say 2 years ago, technically. We changed that rule for last year.
Yeah,
and it had to be both that finished.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's actually, I think it's a good format that, because when you have, you know, all the advantage of being able to talk to your partner, et cetera, the server, all that good stuff, it really just does give you so much of an advantage that you should both of your teammates be able to coordinate getting things done with the same amount. Thunderclaw is the epitome of dedication. Still knows with Vamps.
Correction on what I said. It's going to be up to the challenger, whether it's one or two people finishing. But I did get confirmation that tonight it is both of them finishing.
Yeah, I figured with LFB, it's got to be 2 people.
All right, Thunder's back in Provoca, going into the level 2 magic as Sir Lancelot's taken on Carry.
Yeah, Thunder tapped out at level 32.
And Fizzle is inside of Sky Palace. Question in chat from DVS asking what the boss scaling is. Well, we got 2 different scalings on the bosses this time around. We have the stat scaled from 150 to 300, and then the HP scaled from 200 to 400%. So Tia can have anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 HP. No problem, DBS. We got Lancelot still going after Carry 2. We know that the Fiend's been very beefy.
This is an interesting situation. Now Sir Lancelot's in the scenario that Thunder was, very early on, right? Where Thunder had to carry the load and say, no matter what, finish it. Now Sir Lancelot, they're so far in terms of exploration that you kind of have to finish it, you may not because of your levels, and then you'll have to go get yourself some levels, but man, you're so far in that it can't be just about exploration anymore. It's got to be about how can I finish the seed, because Thunder's in there as well.
Absolutely, and Thunder's just blasting right through like it's nothing.
That level 32 putting in work.
Absolutely, and even with the Maza having its negative modifier, it's still going to be able to do so much damage.
Maza's just my favorite weapon. I know people down. I'm not hating on Vorpal. I do enjoy it, but Maza's just the one that it just is always going to get you out of a jam because you can throw it on anything, no matter what. There's not unless the thing says you can't equip Maza, then I'm crying. But besides that flag, it's always going to get me out of it. That's what I think. It's just consistently good.
I definitely can't argue against that point because it is one of the in-game weapons. Attack power-wise, it's the best in-game weapon. Even with the negative modifier, it can still outdo a lot of the other weapons. Lancelot losing his knight over here against Carry 2.
That's okay, because you still got oh, actually, that's not okay. No, I think the White Wizard still has access to life somewhere. Even if it's life 2.
I believe you're right.
So, it's not the worst thing in the world.
And Thunder's already made it to Lich. Not throwing up any defenses, just straight up attacking Lich 2 right now.
And it's effective because you can take the information, especially from Lancelot. Don't waste your resources on Lich. You know the HP table will be at this, and just chip away, grind out.
Hey, look at that. Lancelot has taken down Carry 2.
Done. And we had the life to spare, so it's all good. Are ninja fixes on? I believe. believe yes.
Yes, the double thief and ninja hit percent growth is on. All right, Randomizer is making his way towards Kraken 2. We've seen 2 beefy fiends so far. The question is, how much of a gatekeeper is Kraken going to be?
I mean, that's definitely the start of the gatekeepers, right? So it's all fun and games till you step to Kraken and Tia.
Could always go for the 6% Brack.
Why not? It's already, what, level 8? There's no utility at that level. Oh, Thunder's checking chest. I like that.
It's a good play. It's a really good play, especially considering that the weaponry hasn't been the best.
Luck up on a Vorpal, you're like, there we go. Now, we didn't get one, but I still appreciate the play.
All right, here we go. 1600 HP minimum on Kraken 2. 3 hits for 305 to start with. That Coral Sword already putting in work, but oh, Kraken 2, this is why I love you.
And that's when you pull out the commentary you hate to see.
I mean, Sir Randomizer probably does, but we love to see it.
Oh, for sure. Oh, 6 hits, 7 suit. 727, yeah, look, there's no chance.
10 hits, 990. Oh my god, this Kraken.
There's no chance. This is where you just reset and reevaluate your entire life.
I had a crit through max evade for 303. Oh my gosh.
Yup. Woo.
Oh, this Kraken is breaking some skulls right now.
You want to talk about terrifying?
All right, we've already seen 3 hits, 111. Is Randomizer going to try to fish for a crit loop, I wonder?
I mean, right now, this is just purely information. This is just running up the calculator on, all right, HP is this. It is doable, Irish Fox. Anything is doable. Sincerely. Now, beating Tia after this, I don't know.
It's unlikely, but still doable.
Anything is possible.
And there's another crit from Kraken.
Ooh, 303. I mean, look, we got that Cure 4 or dead.
Yep, he does have Cure 4 at his disposal, but he is going to save it. Oh, drop down to 8 HP. If I get another crit, that's going to be it.
This is where it's like, I gotta use that Cure 4, man. The only way I'm not using that Cure 4 is like they also had access to 2 somehow on the level 6 slot.
Look at that. Just look at that. He's got the ninja back up to full HP as Thunder takes down Carry 2. Thunder's about to be at this horrible Kraken.
Yeah, you're not happy at all. Now you're literally looking at your equipment. It's like, yo, come in with as much as you can.
Crack coming out.
Oh, crack and pepper and crack on the streets.
And we found 4 eyes from Fizzle.
Well, there you go. I'll have some of that.
Link's actually doing pretty good right now against this Kraken, even though it is going quite slowly. Stun coming out missing. And these lit 3s, even though they're doing like 50s to 90s, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's information.
Another lit 3 for 96. Lit 2 coming out from Kraken for 19. But hey, there's a high roll from lit 2 or lit 3.
But look, Kraken's got a list. Kraken has a list. I'm serious. Kraken's got a huge. Oh my goodness, Bane again. Yeah, Kraken's got a huge spell list. That's not good.
Kraken's looped on the spell list a few times. Tornado.
I mean, you saw Swirl, which was the worst.
Yep. But having both Tornado and Swirl, that's no fun, as Thunder is now at Kraken as well.
Man,
6 hits, 524.
Don't put a you put up a Saber? Like, no way. You know what time it is. Invis 2 in your life.
Oh man, Wakelot, after using the Lit 3 sword a bunch of times, gets Kraken 2 down. He's down to the solo ninja.
I mean, that's great info to pass on. Be like, yo, it's going.
And Tia opens up with Lit 2, follows it up with a nuke! But it low rolled at 152.
That's great to see with the Cure 3 stick. Now, if we see the, hey, look, Irish Fox, you said earlier, it's doable. I mean, we could see the VOD of VODs, right?
All right. Wakelot going with Lock, trying to lower Tia's evasion. Gets a crit and gets nuked to... Oh, unfortunately. The nuke for 388 came out, and that was all that was written.
I like the tenacity of Sir Link a lot, but if I'm them, to be honest, I might go back and do a couple of them. To each their own. That's why I'm commentating, right? Because obviously I'd be some poo-poo at this game, you know? I'd be well...
Turns out these Irongols didn't have much HP. Luffy just took the 2-pack down like it was nothing.
Wow. There you go. That's what you want to see, to be honest.
Yeah, it immediately nets him up to level 24.
Water.
All right. How much longer is Thunder going to have against Kraken? That is the question. Luffy taking some strong encounters here. 2 Irongols, 4 eyes. Really good EXP encounters.
However, they're frivolously throwing out some charges that they don't realize that they're going to need desperately later.
I mean, that's why they have the handy-dandy exit spell.
That's a good point. Yeah, feast. You're right. Feast on the eyes and then pop a house and then go back. Try the quad X and Kraken's not having any.
And you are noticing this correctly. We have a double grind going in Topher because of this encounter table being so delicious. You've got worms, you've got eyes, you've got
my gosh. What? And Thunderclaw does actually do it, and they've got life bear, so they're going to be pretty okay going into Tiamat. As you're right, Luffy and LFB, they might have found the come up. This is going to be way more effective than the Whizbang.
Oh, very much so.
LFB's already at level 30. So, I mean, this is wild. I mean, Crab Cakes, I don't know if you're watching, but is real today.
We actually had the Topher grind. I can't actually express how happy I am to see a Topher grind for the first time in a good while.
Seriously, and to just see all the things you want to see. I mean, the only thing better would be, just the full screen Germaduces, right? But you take what you can get when you got sandwiches and eyes and Irongols at your discretion.
And regular worms at that, but we have a Thunderclawed versus Tiamat 2. She's opening up with Lit 2, so we know that Nuke is coming out of the chamber very soon.
Yep.
Thunder is going to need some low rolls on the nuke in order to really get things going.
This is interesting because Team Thunderalot has no idea. So Thunderclaw is the anchor, you know what I mean? And Sir Linkalot is going to have to really just luck out in some capacity to make it right now, where Luffy and Lord Fizzlebeef, they don't have the info yet, but going into the situation mutually, they're going to be much more equipped. And if they feel they can't make it, they're just going to go right back to Topher and grind, which is insane to think about. So this is anyone's game.
Thunder gets the low roll, or not low rolls, but low enough rolls on the nukes to where both of the ninjas survive.
You love to see that.
And he gets both Cure 4s off with initiative.
That's excellent. And the Cure 3 stick. But nuke coming again, because there goes the 2. So.
Yeah, the second nuke is in the barrel, ready to be launched. The question is, when will she fire it? There's Rub.
Free turn. LFB, level 33. Yeah, this is where I might throw out some bang to be. Oh, no, you can't do it. It's shared, but the same thing is locked. Yeah, you can't spare any resources besides stop.
And that's very true.
That's like what, 6%, if even. So, I mean, you can't spare any resources. You need lock in your life.
Stop would be 3 and 256. If not, entirely.
Yeah, that's a moot.
Alright, Luffy and Fizzle still grinding away here in Topher.
I don't blame them. I mean, they haven't seen a dot. In their minds, right? Thunderclaw and Sir Linkalot already grinded in the spot. So that's what they're thinking. They're like, oh, they must have seen this. So they had to have grinded here. So we got to get to at least level 36, level 37.
Yeah, that is very true. But Thunder's got all of his warriors standing after the second nuke. He is looking good right now.
Irish Fox, I don't know if Link ever found Katana. And the Katana was -2.
I do not believe he did.
Is that the Ice 5 he's swinging?
Yeah, he's swinging Ice 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing we have this game. It's going to give you the most consistency. Outside of the Masa, which in its own right is going to give you a different type of consistency with -3.
All right, Thunder's getting some damage out with the ninja that's named after Linkalot. We saw 2 hits for 115. As Luffy and Fizzle are still grinding away.
They're going to get to, level 36. Yep, I told you. LFB is in that menu. Level 36, like, yep. Okay. Prove me wrong.
All right, Quad X coming out from Thunder. It's ineffective on Tia. He's throwing everything, including the kitchen sink.
And that nuke is coming back for certain, because we just saw it too.
Yep, next spell will be nuke. And it low rolls, well, not even low rolls, but mid rolls the ninja.
Yep.
He's got a swift countdown going on right now. But he's going to Cure for the Knight, which is a very good play here.
Yeah, if anything needs a Cure for right now, that needs it. So, because if you don't have the Knight, you're hampered.
And he's using all his saber charges. He's got the ninja back over 400, so the ninja will survive the nuke. Now it's the attempt to get the White Wizard over 400 before anything happens. 4 hits for 362. A Lit 2 comes out for 26. Fire 3 is going to come out. That's going to deal chip damage across the party as Link is on Kraken again. There's the nuke rolling back around. 3 hits for 170 from the Ninja. Lit 2 coming out. 19 damage. So getting chip damage with that Lit 2, but chip damage is still damage nonetheless. A Quad X is going to come out. 3 hits, 477, terminated. TITHU goes down. Thunder is on to the ultimate beat himself, Chaos.
Indeed.
Looking very low on spells.
But a Cyber League nonetheless. Woo! Level 38 on L.
All right. Thunder has everybody back up, looking to be very strong, very ready to go into this Chaos fight. We still got Luffy and Fizzle grinding away. And Link immediately loses one of the Light Warriors to a T-Rex attack, as Thunder makes it from Tia to the final set of stairs and is now on the floor with the lair of the Ultimate Fiend, Chaos himself.
Still doing some grinding.
Chaos's health pool is going to be anywhere from 4,000 to 8,000. So this Chaos could take a very long time. All right, Thunder's the first one to engage Chaos, has no real charges to use on the White Wizard. And the White Wizard immediately goes down. Just no hesitation.
Sorry about that.
All right, Fizzle is ready to dive.
Got some Diviz 2 in our lives coming out. Some more
This
Diviz
looks
2.
like it might be a punch-only Chaos.
That's what you want to see, right? Especially when you're getting close to max evade.
If this is a punch-only Chaos, this is going to be really good for Thunder.
Yep. But you know who it's not going to be good for?
Himself.
No, Sir Lancelot. You would think in principle, right? But if the HP is ridiculous, then LFB and
So, yes, Ghost Pirate. Fizzle has a ton of HP on his party, but he did a lot of grinding. Like, to the point that Tyro ran away. He's level 41 and 42.
Yep. But to be honest, it was more efficient than Thunderalot's grinds, because they spent about the same amount of time as a unit on Viz Vamps. Which was good because they needed to get where they needed to get to. But I mean, LFB and Luffy capitalized on the deliciousness. So
we got Thunder in a bit of a dicey situation. We are at
to
the
one warrior.
only need one to win. 6 hits coming out for 335 damage, though. Good damage coming out from that ice sword.
Yeah, that's good damage.
6
So
for
now you just hold aim,
202.
pray. Hold aim, pray with the crit loot. Ooh. Where's Lamp when you need it?
There's the nuclear coming out from Chaos.
Nuclear. Better than nuke.
Still massive non-elemental, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like it's only punch or ability. And 5 hits for 280 from Thunder. So
Which is good.
We're definitely getting somewhere on this Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely getting crits. More nuclear coming out.
Ooh.
Thunder definitely playing this extremely smooth. Using that Cure 3 stick.
It has to be done.
4 hits, 4 damage. Cure 4 is level 1 black magic.
Yep.
Oh, another nuclear coming out. Keep looping on the ability list. This could be bad.
Ink too. Yeah, that looks like it could be it.
It is Ink Nuclear Inferno. We haven't seen any of the Cure 4s yet from the Fiends.
We have not. That would be terrifying. Oh, okay.
It may have been on Kraken. All right, we got Fizzle up against Carry 2 as well as Linkalot, where Thunder has been fighting Chaos for a good little while with just the solo ninja up. Unfortunately, not getting great rolls on damage. But 6 hits, 6 damage, so he's getting decent rolls on the hits. And there's a crit, 6 for 382.
That's what you need. And you're at the, you gotta get the cure out. Can't be below 400.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to come down more than likely to Linkalot pulling through. But Thunder did get a crit for 416, followed by 202. More nuclear coming out from Chaos, as we know the script is Ink Nuclear Inferno.
Yep, pull out that cure stick.
Get yourself back alive, pick yourself up off the ground. You're going to be fine.
Not when you going straight to Inferno Ink. Double. Oh my goodness. This is like, I've stopped punching. I've just started scripting.
6 hits again for 202. Let's see if we can throw it into a loop, and we can't.
Chaos is like, have you heard of something called macro?
Here, I have this nice little ability I want to introduce you to. It's called Nuclear. You may have heard of it.
Have a taste, my good sir.
The Trash Island treasure hunting unit did end up taking a lot of time to do the extra grind, but it's going to be the question of whether or not the grind pays off or if Linkalot does actually make it through.
LFB is already on Kraken.
Yeah, Fizzle has been blasting through this, and he's even got his warriors staying alive without much of a problem.
Yeah, where Kraken was a problem earlier, it was hitting for some oomph, and it's just like, oh, all right, you hit me for 700, I'm good.
All right, Thunder back up to full health on the ninja. Ink's coming out. 5 hits for 159, and that had 1 crit in there. And then unfortunately, 3 for 3. We've seen the 2 inks. We know that Nuclear was coming up.
Ooh, low roll. Good job. You still got to get that cure stick out.
A very low roll from that Nuclear.
Yes.
That was beautiful. And Inferno not even knocking Thunder below 400 HP. 2 hits for 111. There was 1 crit in there, so that was a pretty good swing.
Just hold A and pray. Oh. If only we had Lamp. But then again, with 2 inks, there'd be no point.
Yes, because that was a situation that needed walls. 6 hits for 202 though, so we're starting. I think we're starting to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost count of how much HP Chaos has lost though, so I can't give a good speculation as to where he is approximately. So, question in chat on how EXP on death works in this game. If you die, unless the save on death flag is on, you lose your EXP, you lose your levels, you lose your grind, everything.
This is OG, my friend. This is basically D&D as a video. What? So, you think they were forgiving in the 80s? Japanese developers? Come on now. As we know the game, they didn't even want to give us Final Fantasy 3 because they was like, come on, they speak English. There's no way. I don't know if y'all ever fought Cloud of Darkness, but that's why we ain't seen no FF3 randos for a while.
From last save.
Last save, my friend. If you didn't pop that tent, sorry about that one.
All right, we got Fizzle still playing around with the Kraken.
Getting 258.
Thunder still dancing with Chaos, but Lancelot is in a bad situation right now.
And LFB's in a great position against Kraken, where Sir Lancelot says, this is bad. So they have to basically find the same grind that Trash Island found.
Treasure hunting unit. Fizzle's made it through Kraken and is on to Tia. That knight has almost max HP, and then the other knight does have max HP.
Mm-hmm. And your white mage has got 700.
And Thunder is still going on Chaos. He just got a critical hit for 138, 4 hits for 221. I believe that was 2 crits in there. And then follows it up with 4 for 4.
Yep. And it looks like Luffy is in the position where they're like, all right, I'm good to go. Yep. Or nah, they're going to do a little bit more grind.
So Thunder just got crit through max evade and dropped down to 1 knee.
When you're in Topher, LOE, so when you're in Topher, this is a gauntlet, so you gotta go. You can't step back out because you're back in time, essentially, so it's a rush gauntlet. If you go back, if you step out and try to house up,
Yeah, in order to make it through Topher, you have to go through the entirety of the gauntlet, which is going up 2 floors, then back down to the ground floor after using the loot and the mystic key to open up the last door. From there, you go into the back of the Temple of Fiends Revisited to then dive onto all 4 of the elemental floors, being earth, fire, water, air in that order. And then after you defeat Lich, Carrie, Kraken, and Tiamat, you then come down to fight Chaos as the ultimate battle. TITHU is just the penultimate battle, but it's a very tough one regardless.
I mean, look, Eru, I mean, it does appear that way. There's a logic behind this. And when you're looking at it from a commentator or a viewer's perspective, it might look like, yes, they're just banging their head against the wall. But being honest with you, because you have your partner that has the numbers, right? They do actually have the numbers that work out and say, hey, look, mathematically, it's possible in so long as you do this. And because
Thunder just got crit through max evade and died.
Oh, just sank into my chest right there. That's terrible. But yeah, back to what I was saying around this. You do have the knowledge to know that it can be done. And they don't apparently know about the delicious grind. So at this point, nearing 2 hours, you don't have a choice. It's just kind of the situation you're in. So you can't go back to whiz maps.
I feel Thunder's pain right now after getting double crit in a row with max evade.
Terrible feeling.
That hit me in the gut real hard.
As soon as you said it, I was just like, oh no.
All right, I believe Luffy is ready to dive this Temple of Fiends Revisited.
I'm gonna step out, pop a house, get them charges back, and be like, get it. Actually,
yeah. He's got double 999s on the
I'm not looking for no item. Trying to let's do it.
He's just like, I'm here, I'm ready, let's go.
Hey, but look, LFB is back road, you know, so. But when you're back road on 200, 300 HP, that's not the worst feeling, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the worst you may have to worry about is potentially falling. But I don't think Fizzle's going to even do that. I think Fizzle's good to go.
Yeah.
Nuke coming out on the TITHU, dealing 150. Cure 3 stick coming out. And it's just a rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Gonna use up that last nuke and 139. So low rolls on the nukes, unfortunately. The bosses would be a lot easier if the weapon modifiers actually played with them instead of against them.
Yeah, now this isn't the best situation for LFB.
Yeah, as Fizzle tries to quad X Tia. This is definitely a terrifying situation. Quad X is going to go off again. Ineffective. That's going to be it for Fizzle's dive.
Ouch.
So yeah, Lord of Eternity. It's not a matter of the HP the bosses have, because if they had better weapons, then that would make it a little bit easier. But the biggest problem right now are the spell lists on some of these fiends.
Yep. The spell lists are ridiculous, and they don't have fast and temper, so they can't multiply their damage output significantly higher to outpace just the damage that the spell lists are going to provide for the fiends.
We have actual gatekeepers tonight.
We sure do.
We have decent crit Chaos, who's taken out Thunder. We've had Tia take out Link a lot. We've had Kraken take out Link a lot. We had Tia take out Fizzle. And Luffy is in his first dive, just getting past Lich. This is a terrifying Topher tonight, mainly because of how this HP scaling is. To give you a general idea, the average HP on these bosses is 282% of normal. So that means Chaos, if he rolled average, would have 5640 HP.
Definitely not the most fun, but we can blame Lord Fizzlebeef for these lovely flag set.
As Fizzle is doing some more grinding.
Yep, and it looks like now Luffy's gonna take the.
Luffy's got the reins now, so we'll see if he can actually make it through. He does have Brack, which does have a 6% chance to work on Kraken 2 and Tia 2.
6% is 6%.
The odds are definitely not in your favor, but RNG is going to RNG.
Hey, look, and there's nothing else, I think, interfering with that slot, right? Lock 2's on another, Lock 2's on someone else at level 8, so if it's just a free Brack, do it.
Yeah, Danny. I mean, it wasn't disastrous until Topher. Let's be real.
Yep. I did not know that they were rolled by yours truly. Daniel. Touche.
It was just over that things got terrible. I mean, look at Sir Lancelot up against Kraken again, and already down to 2 party members.
You know what I think will be an interesting Irongol? A spoiler log. But it's like, everything's going to be terrifying.
So a 500% clamp spoiler log scene.
Everything. It's like, oh, you know what's coming. Aside from a few goodies, you know, like a random item will be something vicious, but you wouldn't know unless you use it, you know, but it would be cool to see like exactly a 500% spoiler log where it's like, oh, you know what to do, but do you know what to do?
That would be interesting. But we've got Luffy against Kraken. We got Lancelot against Kraken. And Lancelot is just down to the White Wizard now. Max Evade runs very low risk of getting hit on less Kraken crits. And Luffy, with the high HP party, should be able to get all the Invis 2 charges out and be just fine. As Thunder is also on Kraken, and we have Fizzle on Lich 2.
So we've got a Fiend party.
I'm sorry, Fizzle just killed Lich 2. Disrespect. So we're looking pretty solid right now. Luffy definitely making some good survival plays against Kraken 2. Thunder definitely getting those evasion stacks up as quickly as possible, and Sir Lancelot relying on that Lit 3 sword and Cure 3 staff. And gets crit.
What we got? Well, after so many of them, it's bound to happen.
I mean, he at least stayed alive. That was the biggest thing. Because I think Kraken's only got a 1% crit chance.
Wow, I did not know that.
The crit chance can roll that low.
Hold on, a heal 2 axe? What?
Yep. The light axe was the heal 2 axe.
Or
one of the light axes, shall I say.
I didn't see that. That's great. Yeah, when new comes out and you don't care, that's a great feeling.
Alright, Thunder has lost Link and is just throwing out the Lit 2 staff and some attacks. Luffy trying to quad X the Kraken, not getting anything done, but definitely getting some crits out. Fizzle getting stopped by Carry right now, and Lancelot just throwing out the Lit 3 sword on Kraken 2.
We do what we can.
But Fizzle makes it through Carry 2 and is on to Kraken 2 again.
Yep.
Luffy sitting here, just fighting Kraken 2, going for another quad X, ineffective yet again. More Lit 3 coming out from Link. The question is, who's going to be past this Kraken first? And that's actually the heal 2 hammer. I did not see where they picked up the hammer.
That's what I'm saying, the heal 2 hammer. That's what I meant to say instead of the axe, but yeah, because that's super clutch.
Yeah, that's actually quite useful, especially with Max Evade being attained so easily.
That's going to be the most useful on Chaos, to be honest. It's only 40, but that incremental, knowing the spell script is just,
Oh yeah, it's going to be vital. Bane coming out from Kraken, gonna miss everybody.
Yep.
Thunder still going, but Lancelot made it through.
Sure did. Life conservation tactics. I like it.
Fizzle just starting Kraken. Luffy through Kraken. Thunder. He's just doing Thunder things.
Yep.
Alright, Randomizer versus Tiamat. Lightning 2 is going to start off the fight.
The adventure begins.
A Rub Blade for magic defense. And Luffy's going for X-Furs. If anything, I'd honestly save X-Fur for Chaos.
You're probably right about that, but they don't know about Chaos.
Well, I mean, considering they know the flags, the assumption as to what Chaos's HP is going to be and seeing the weaponry that they have right now, with me, it would send a flag up to go, yeah, no, save X-Furs.
You're right about that, and that type of... Now, in the heat of the moment, I'm probably going to be... But when you think about it, we're in a bird's eye, so I'm leaning towards your logic.
Yeah. Alright, the ninja down to 251 HP, so starting to get a little low.
Yep, pull out that heal 3. I mean, you got 7 of them.
Might as well make use of them. Alright, so we got 3 dragons and an octopus. Well, 3 5-headed dragons and an octopus. So we got 16 heads on screen right now.
Touche.
Not including the light warriors, so let's add another 16 to that. So yeah, we got 32 heads on screen. And only one of them's laying in the dirt. Well,
making moves
on the tile. Alright, Luffy's actually getting some decent damage out occasionally.
Yeah, their economy is doing X-Furring. I mean, their economy is not bad. They still have the core to get it done, right? They've still got Locks, they've still got Saber. So, oh, and they still got what, 9 X-Fur on. Yeah, look, I definitely can roll with the play now.
Alright, Locks are going to start coming out now, and this is definitely a moment to start healing.
Oh, for sure. LFB gotta feel good when Thunder's only hitting you for 60 and some change.
Oh, yeah. Thunder and Link working on it. Fizzle making it through Kraken. Seeing one of the White Warriors level up to level 42. We're about to have 36 heads on screen.
Mathematics, y'all. And we've got 2 in the dirt from Sir Randomizer, but he's doing much better than last time, so.
All right, we have 4 Tiamat encounters going on right now. We have 20 dragon heads, since she does have 5 heads. We have 16 light warrior heads. For the most part, of the same comps. Just very minor differences due to how the draft party or the draft pool was. But Luffy is the first one to take down TITHU in this group and is ready to head on to the lair of the final fiend. That's right. It's time for chaos again, but for Luffy, the first time.
Little do they know the infamous ink, nuclear, inferno. Ink, nuclear, inferno. A casual hit or two, ink, nuclear, inferno.
Luffy switching over to the katana from the ice sword, wanting to go after that crit. Sitting at level 50 on the ninja.
Yeah, you feeling good about that for certain. 7 nukes to play with. Yeah, you got spells for days. When you hit level 50, it's like, I don't care if things is at level, though you wish you would have found fast, to be honest. It's not here. Mute would be the GOAT move, wouldn't it?
If he can mute chaos,
Expert in the mute is the GOAT move. The greatest move of all time.
I mean, if he can land mute without X-Fur, granted, it's very, very, very slim to actually do that.
Absolutely, but Luffy has no idea that that's actually the thinking that they should be employing, which is insane.
Absolutely. Thunder has made it through, and Randomizer is down to just the White Wizard on Tia.
Yeah, Randomizer is going to have to really assess their situation. They have to grind. It's not doable at level 30, at level 24. We know by chaos alone, they won't make it out the loop. Because where Luffy and FB, they can eat a 400. They can eat a max nuclear. They won't even get 400 because of MDEF, right? But they can still eat a max nuclear no matter what. They don't have to heal.
Oh, yeah.
And as you can see, they can casually just throw out heals. Okay, it's all good. They're not worried about it. They don't know, but that's all they have to worry about, the nuclear. Again, so they do need to start preparing, but...
Oh, Randomizer makes it through.
Wow. That's beautiful to see.
That nuke,
shout out to believing.
That nuke coming in clutch with just enough damage to actually get the job done.
Shout outs to believing.
This is why you don't stop believing in your own party. All right, so we got Thunder against Chaos. We got Luffy against Chaos. We got Fizzle still fighting Tia, but we got Randomizer going into Chaos shortly.
Now Luffy needs to get that ninja up.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those of non-binary gender, we are about to have 4 chaoses on screen.
This is insane.
I hope you all are ready, because this chaos, as we already know, has a ton of HP. This could take a while.
Oh yeah. Luffy's got a good approach right now.
Luffy's got the best approach, in my opinion. Dropping the locks, trying to get the damage out, trying to get crits, and he's got that katana on the ninja.
Yep. And everyone, every single thing is doing something. No turn is wasted. So whether you're locking, whether you're doing heal 2, whether you're doing hammer heal 2, no turn is wasted.
All right, Randomizer has pulled chaos, so we have all 4 chaoses on screen.
Oh yeah.
We got locks coming out. We got Bruce Sticks coming out. We got Invis 2s coming out. And one of the ninjas is instantly dead.
Bodied. That is not what you want to see at all. It's like when your favorite wrestler just got the chair to the back of the head back in.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh man. It's like, well, well, the Hardy Bros just lost this.
Or see an Undertaker run after somebody with that.
Oh, the power bomb. If he hits you with the power bomb, it's just like, yep, it's done. Him and Kane, you get choke slam / power bomb. Well, sorry guys, we should have rooted for the other team because
man, you already know. Luffy's getting some good damage out of that katana. 3 hits for 337 is nothing to shake a stick at.
And And so the saber, the heal 2, just stay on your feet method, you know? The casual stay on your feet method. I really like no turn is wasted. Even the 4 hits for 4, because when you get a crit, that'll be 100. Right? So, excuse me. I really, really like what I'm seeing from Luffy. I haven't paid attention to LFB though, so they're throwing out some the lit stick in their lives. Lit sword, I should say. Looking at Bane.
And Fizzle's going with the same healing strat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once you know the script, you know the game, it's like, all right, just keep heal to him.
Ultimately, that's the goal. And the Cure 3 stake is going to continue to come out.
That's it, because even when the white mage loses heal 2, they've still got other stuff they can be doing. So you're never going to run out of healing property.
Lankelot's throwing out nukes and sabers, so I think we're about to see an offensive push from the ninja. Luke's been doing damage for a decent little while now, so let's see what the ninja does. 4 hits for 372, so that was a round of about 600 HP worth of damage from Luffy.
Saw a rub come out from Thunderclaw.
Yeah, Thunder's trying to insta-kill Chaos.
Catch the percentile.
Lock 2's coming out from Fizzle. Saber's coming out as well. It's time.
Mm-hmm. Lock 2, don't leave home without it, yo.
That ninja's not hitting very hard, but there comes the nuclear for Lankelot. Thunder's actually looking pretty good right now. Just continuing to throw that stop X.
Mm-hmm.
Luffy in a prime situation right now.
Absolutely, they're in the driver's seat for certain.
4 hits for 285. Yeah, Luffy's definitely got the driver's seat for this one.
They're not going to get bodied. Expert lands on who, GOAT?
Did Fizzle get Expert to land? Are we going to see the legendary X for Brack?
Wow. That changes the entire landscape of the race now, to be honest, with the defensive chaos.
Does Fizzle have Brack? That's the question.
You hope so.
So, question about what different versions are. There's NES, there's PlayStation, there's Game Boy Advance, there's PSP, iOS, and Android.
We don't talk about the PS1.
Because it's basically the same as this, just with the Wonder Swan color graphics. Also, there's the Wonder Swan color version. The Game Boy Advance version has updated graphics. As Luffy finishes Chaos.
GG.
I did forget about MSX. Thank you, Ghost Pirate.
Ooh, shout out. What's your favorite edition? I mean, nostalgia aside, what's your favorite edition of FF1?
Overall, the PSP, the speedrun of that is very intricate.
It is.
We're gonna give four Gs tonight.
You are correct.
Because this Chaos has been nasty. But Link, Thunder, and Fizzle are all still going on it. Fizzle getting 7 hits for 254 and then 6 hits for 6.
And Fizzle just got hit through all the evade, so hit is doneished.
Yeah, hit got destroyed. 6 hits for 114 from Fizzle.
Yeah, but when Nuclear's rolling for 176 max, you're not feeling too bad. And do you have access to Cure 4s? I hope you do.
Oh, Fizzle's going for the Quad X strats.
which is fine. But I mean, this 7 hits, 632. I mean,
7 hits for 480 right after that. Quad X is going to come out. It's ineffective. He's really hoping for this to get... He's really hoping for this to work.
Seriously, I guess you don't have to cure 4 at hand, huh? Because right now, you kind of just like, Because that nuclear coming. But at this point, I mean, the white mage has done what it needs to do, I guess. So if it goes down, it's not the worst, and it could still survive. And so long as you put up enough heal 2s.
There's the nuclear. Is it going to low roll? It low rolls the white wizard. Holy gamoly.
Wow, that's what you want to see. And so Inferno won't take it out as well.
Thunder is 32 across the board. Randomizer is 30 for the most part. Fizzle was, I want to say 42. And Luffy had gone all the way up to like 48 and 50.
And I mean, casually it changes, because if it were just a regular seed where you didn't have too many restrictions of, say, randomizer, then you would just get a black belt. You did just go ahead and just do that but we don't have access to that. So the seed dictates, especially when you're playing rando, the seed dictates and especially the logic dictates what you need to do. The more you play it, the more you understand.
Going for the Quake. It doesn't connect. Fast is gonna swing. 7 for 318. Chaos has got to be close to dead. Quad X comes out. Erased! Terminated!
We've seen it done. And now we have the other G at 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 41 seconds.
The Trash Island Treasure Hunting Unit are our winners for tonight.
GG.
Erased, terminated, chaos. That was beautiful.
It was a great ending, indeed. Now we can focus our attention to Thunderalot. And I mean, look, in terms of seeing is believing, Sir Randomizer still can get this done.
He's definitely got the chance to have it done.
It's like I've got work. It's not super early, but still.
But we are joined by the Trash Island Treasure Hunting Unit. Our winners tonight, Lord Fizzlebeef and Luffy DV. GG's to you both.
GG's, guys. Thanks.
GG.
Hi.
What's up?
So Fizzle, let me start with you.
Yeah.
Because I gotta know what was going through your head when you got that Quad X on Chaos.
I was gonna say take the party drop away.
Just gonna check that one off the achievement list.
A G. We got a G for Thunderclaw, by the way. Sorry to cut y'all off.
Comp, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a bunch of RNG.
GG's to Thunder. Randomizer's still going at it though. Definitely in the thick of the fight. I know you both went into the Chaos fight and saw the Ink Nuclear Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly were your plans to deal with that?
Essentially, like alright, so Inferno is not nice, but it's almost always going to be under 100 damage. We can overpower that with just like 2 lifts at the heal 2 hammer. Nuclear was the real monkey wrench, right? And basically it was just hope that whatever healing we've got left is enough to just power through.
Which, if I recall correctly, both of you had the Cure 3 stick, so that was able to do it.
Yep.
That heal 2 hammer also came in clutch as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my MVP right there. That was my
That's what I was about to
pretty
say.
much the entire fight.
That's the OG right there, because it supplements that 30, 40 each turn when...
Just got on the crit loop, I think. We'll see.
Irongol was starting a loop on Chaos, but he gets the GGs. He gets the Chaos kill. 6 hits for 366 to kill Chaos in this long nightmare of a seed. So, Fizzle, I heard you're the one that created the flags, correct?
Yeah.
So what was going through your head when you started to make this flag set to challenge Thunderalot with?
If I can communicate it as an emotion, it would be So, like, a lot of the co-op things I've seen so far have all been focused on, like, you do the entrance floor shuffle, you do the required warm mech, you do the stuff, and I thought, nah. What's something that I haven't seen people push buttons for yet? What if we all just start with promoted classes? And then in a party draft. And also maximum Blur's Malice. And then we just kind of build from there.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured, well, I don't want people to be locked out of Magic, so let's just mix the spell books.
I mean, it worked out really well in the end.
I mean, except for the part where I locked myself out of Fast and Temper. Yeah, it worked great.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I imagine there were probably some choice words that happened when you guys did see Fast and Temper.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we figured we would survive and figure out a way, and, 50 on 2 of the characters seemed like the way to do it, and it kind of worked out.
Yeah, we did some practices, or attempted some practices, and the data we kind of got was that if we don't end up with optimal parties, like head for at like minimum 40, possibly all the way to 50, and I feel like that paid off for us.
Mm-hmm.
So correct me if I'm wrong here, because I haven't been keeping up with the rankings for the Double Dragon quite as well, but I believe this puts you guys with the championship belt. Am I mistaken?
Yes, we have belt.
Yes, we do.
You has belt. What are you going to do with belt?
Hold belt.
Enjoy
Keep belt.
for a little bit, yep.
Treasure belt.
Mm-hmm.
Polish and shine belt.
Yep.
I imagine we're going to get challenged for the belt any minute now, so
Yeah.
that's a thing.
I fully anticipated Teamwork is for Dummies to come with the challenge any minute now, because we've been playing them every other week, it seems.
Mhm.
Only time will tell on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Your early game, Black Magic. Level 1, level 2, level 3.
Yeah.
Level 1 was quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Lightning 3 Cure 4 combo. So I guess I should point out that out of the gate, basically what I was looking at was, so the ninja doesn't. Like anything you would want a ninja to do, it just didn't, except for level 1 through 4 Black Magic. So I decided out of the gate, I would sprint for Elfland and look at level 3 and 4 Black Magic. And if there was something pivotal there, like Fast Temper, Life 2, or Invis 2, etc., then we would probably re-roll into Knight Double Ninja White Mage. Otherwise, we just continue plodding on with Double Knight Ninja White Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did notice the reroll about 5 minutes in for you, Fizzle, and I was going to ask you about that, so...
Oh, that's because I did the math and realized that the fastest way to get back to Canaria with my nothing was to just re-roll.
Which makes sense.
It was better than wiping to 4 iguana packs trying to walk past Dwarf Cave.
The Knights were pretty decent in this. The Ninjas just sucked because of that Black Mage strength and agility, and then minus 15 strength on top of that.
Yup.
Yeah. The my ninja did okay with the crits with the katana on Chaos with the 4 sabers that I was saving, but other than that, they were pretty much next to useless.
I forgot to equip my katana for Chaos. I just went at it with the Ice +5.
Which, honestly, the crit rate from the Ice +5 was about equal, in my opinion, to the crit rate on the katana.
Mm-hmm.
With the katana being minus 2, it was definitely unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've done dozens and dozens of seeds with blursing on the armor and weapons, and I've seen Katana roll negative probably 95% of the time. So, it was to be expected. We figured we'd just work through it.
Yeah, Katana and Vorpal, more often than not, with the blurst weapons, rolls down.
Mm-hmm.
As does Mazza. It's just one of those things that you see and you're like, this was inevitable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't have any more questions for them. Dust, do you have any questions for him? I assume not. So you guys have the belt. You're gonna do your best to keep the belt. And which team are you expecting to challenge you right off the bat?
Teamwork is for Dummies is probably just gonna fly into our DMs any minute now.
Yeah, fully expect that to happen pretty soon.
Yep,
You got like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
About
I'm surprised
that,
it
yeah.
hasn't come yet already.
pretty much.
So here's a question for you from chat, Fizzle.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go for X for mute?
If I recall my math correctly, after the X-Fer mute is only like a 6% chance. I was banking on the boosted damage from from just spamming unresisted ice 3s and lightning 3s.
That makes sense. And yeah, after X for mute is a 6% chance, but even still, with the Inferno, or not Inferno, Ink Nuclear Inferno,
Mm-hmm.
it was just something that could have been done to mitigate that damage and then never be hit. Except for occasional crits.
Potentially, but you have to think about it like the opportunity cost for each mute cast is around 100 damage unless you get lucky, and then it's around like 150 to 200 damage. That isn't quite a cost I'm willing to pay in a DPS race.
Absolutely understandable. But you both made it through the DPS race before Thunder and Linkalot did. And I gotta say, the flags looked fun. The seed roll, awful.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's few ways that these seeds can roll that are not awful.
Mm-hmm.
There was one more question I had that I just remembered about. And that was the trash mobs. All of the random encounters. They were really beefy HP-wise, and you guys never really found grinds until you entered Topher. Was your plan all along to go into Topher, check the encounter table, and then grind there?
Yes. In a lot of our practices, we spent forever looking for good tiles, looking for good encounter areas, only to come to the conclusion every time that Topher was the answer all along. So going into this race, we were just like, don't worry about anything. Just go to 3rd floor Topher, start there. If that's nothing, check Earth. If that's nothing, 2nd floor. If that's nothing, 1st floor. Somewhere in there's got to be a viable grind, and we got lucky with 3rd floor.
Yeah. That was the best 3rd floor I think we had seen in any of our practices. It was just, it was chock full of XP.
Yep.
Yeah, that 3rd floor was an XP gold mine.
Shoutouts to Nacho Water.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Nacho Water.
Everybody loves nachos.
And some good water to wash them down.
Indeed.
Well, I think we should probably move on to final thoughts now that you guys have the belt. So, Fizzle, we'll start with you. Any final thoughts, my friend?
I want to give shout-outs to SpeedGaming for hosting us for 2 races in a row tonight. Duckling Derby first and this second. I want to give shout-outs to Comms, Comms, Duchess and Sonny, and I want to give shout-outs to Danny, the Unspoken Hero of the Run, for tracking all of this nonsense so far tonight. And a big thank you to Luffy, who lets me backseat game him blind from like 1,000 miles away.
And Luffy, any final thoughts from you, my friend?
I definitely want to echo thank you Speed Gaming for the hosting. Thank you Sonny and Duchess for the comms, Danny for the tracking, Linkalot and Thunder for a great competitive race. It was great. I got into this community about 6 months ago. It's been a great time here. Join the Discord. join us and have fun. Thank you to my partner Fizzle, who's been teaching me and really mentoring me the last month or two, really kind of showing me everything. And I came here wanting to be a champion, and now I'm a champion, so I'm gonna enjoy that.
And Danny will agree with me when I say this. Fizzle is a great mentor to have.
Yeah,
Fizzle's also great to talk strategy with.
Yeah, 100%.
But yes, big thank you to SpeedGaming and their family of networks for having us for 2 races in a row with the Duck Derby, and then this nightmare of an Irongol seed that was absolutely amazing to watch. A very entertaining play all around from Thunder, from Luffy, from Linkalot, from Fizzle. Duchess, you around?
Yes, sir.
You got any final thoughts before we close out the night?
I just wanted to say, it was an awesome race from everyone. Shout outs to everyone who put their hands on this. Everyone already gave, thanks to everyone on the back end. So, yeah, I hope everyone who watched had a really fun time tonight, because I had a fun time commentating for y'all. And Sonny, as always, thanks for hopping in the booth.
Oh, anytime, brother. I want to give you a huge shout out because it's been a while since we've done commentary. I think the spring tournament finals from last year. So
that was
we've had this a long time coming. Also want to give Danny some huge shout outs for the notes that she took behind the scenes while we were giving you the commentary for this amazing race between Thunderalot and the Trash Island Treasure Hunting Unit, our new champions for the Double Dragon division of the Irongol Championship.
That belt.
But definitely be sure to catch this on YouTube as well, because this was one heck of a race. Definitely an enjoyable seed. Definitely a trolley seed. Great for us as the audience. Not so kind to the runners, unfortunately, but the adversities were worked through.
Mm-hmm. Good for picking up good strategy, too.
Absolutely. Great improvisation from all 4 runners. But on behalf of Thunderclad and Sir Linkalot of Team Thunderalot and our new champions, Luffy DV and Lord Fizzlebeef of the Trash Island Treasure Hunting Unit, our tracker Danny3883, my co-commentator Duchess for Kausama, give all of them a follow. I'm Sonny Wrath 11. You all have a great evening. Thank you for coming out for this FFR Irongol Double Dragon Championship match. Remember to keep the power of the orbs alive and have a great evening.